Welcome students in online classes of Divine Public School. In this video, class 10th English textbook, another important chapter I am going to explain. Two stories about flying. Second part, the black aeroplane. Students, this is a mysterious story. The writer was flying his Dakota airplane. Suddenly he was caught in a big cloud. His compass, radio, and other instruments failed. There was not much fuel in the plane. Suddenly, he saw a black aeroplane near him. The pilot of the black aeroplane guided the writer, and he was able to land his plane safely. But he was greatly surprised when the woman at the control center told him that there had been no other plane except the writer's Dakota on the sky that night. स्टूडेंट्स, यह एक रहस्यात्मक कथा है. लेखक अपना डकोटा हवाई जहाज उड़ा रहा था. अचानक वह एक बहुत बड़े बादल में फंस गया. उसका दिशा सूचक यंत्र, रेडियो एवं अन्य यंत्र बेकार हो गए. उसके जहाज में अधिक ईंधन भी नहीं बचा था. अचानक उसने अपने नजदीक एक काला जहाज देखा. काले जहाज के पायलट ने लेखक का पथ प्रदर्शन किया और वह अपने जहाज को सुरक्षात्मक रूप से उतारने में सफल हो गया. मगर तब उसे बहुत अधिक हैरानी हुई जब नियंत्रण केंद्र की एक स्त्री ने उसे बताया कि उस रात आकाश में लेखक के डकोटा के अतिरिक्त कोई अन्य जहाज उड़ान नहीं भर रहा था, नहीं उड़ रहा था. लेखक शॉक हो जाता है कि आखिर उसकी मदद आसमान में कौन कर रहा था. एंड नाउ स्टूडेंट्स, समरी इन इंग्लिश. द राइटर्स of this story is a pilot. One night he was flying his old Dakota aeroplane over France. It was a starry night. He was going to England. He hoped to spend his holiday with his family. It was an easy journey and he was in a joyful mood. He looked at his watch. It was 1:30 in the morning. Through his wireless, he contacted the Paris control. They told him to turn 12 degrees west. He did as he was advised to do. He was 150 kilometers from Paris. Suddenly the writer saw huge black clouds before him. It was not possible to fly up and over the clouds. He had not much fuel with him, so it was not possible to fly around the big mountains of clouds to the right or left. He decided to take the risk and flew his aeroplane straight into the clouds. As he entered the clouds, everything suddenly went black. He found that his compass had ceased to work. He tried to contact the Paris control for directions, but he was shocked to find that his radio had also stopped working. Suddenly, the writer saw a black aeroplane near him. He could also see the pilot in it. The pilot waved the writer to follow him. He followed the black aeroplane like an obedient child. Now it was half an hour since the writer had been following the black aeroplane. He was worried because the fuel in his plane could last only 5 or 10 minutes. But just then the black aeroplane started to go down and the writer followed it. Suddenly, the writer was out of the clouds. He could see the lights of the runway of the airport. He turned to look at the black aeroplane, but he could not find it anywhere. The sky was empty. The writer landed his Dakota aeroplane He went to the control center and asked a woman there who that other pilot was. The woman looked at the writer strangely. Then she laughed and said that no other planes were flying in such a stormy night. She told him, and his plane was the only one that she could see on the radar. Students, in the end of this video, homework is prepare summary, complete story. Students, second part, two stories about flying.